Dog, go on. Alright, let's get this misery started. Oh, that's just cruel, Extreme. You wait for me to want to have to do this misery? Really? You wait and want me to go through this hell? Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus. Eesh. Oh, you like watching me go bonkers having to wait for all the fluffing forsaken ducks. Of course you do. Of course you do! Alright, let's figure out a good spot to sit. Sit E is the pool chair? It works. Very funny. I'm gonna wait to start actually telling the stories until a couple others join. Just so there's not like repeating. I'm still counting this as time where I have to sit in the duck punishment. So how you been? I haven't heard or seen you in quite a while, honestly. Yeah, Extreme. What have you been up to? I haven't seen you talk much on the Discord, and I haven't seen you for quite a while either. Let's see. Yes, I imagine school would get crazy, especially when you're sick. I might get lucky. If you're the only one that shows up, I won't have to tell full-blown stories. Yeah, everyone that I know that lives in the Midwest has been saying it's been so cold they've been freezing even with stuff going on, like heaters and stuff. It's been pretty crazy. stone duck? Is that really a stone duck? You're not usually cold, but it could be deciduous. Probably. It is definitely a possibility. Dog, this is not for you, Pepper. Not for you. You get no French fries. No. You get no French fries, doggo. Not one. Did you go to work today, Pepper? No, you did not. You sat here and was a little whiny beggar, waiting for me to come home. So no, you do not get bacon. No, go away. My dog saw that I have French fries with bacon and cheese on them, and now she's begging. Oh, my mic is echoing? How is that happening? Crap. Let's see, I'm muted on YouTube, muted on Twitch. Oh, I've got... hold on. Is this better? Or is this better? Yay! I plug in a Yeti Nano speaker, and then I put on my headset, which comes with the microphone. I guess I forgot to, it's one of those microphones where if you twist it upwards, it turns itself off like a mute. Cat, you don't get any French fries either, dude. Prince Saren thinks he gets French fries, but he does not. So other than being sick and having a crazy school life, are you having fun with friends and other stuff like that at least? As much as you can. You're probably only able to play with them online right now because of all the snowstorms, assuming the power doesn't go out. I was asking, other than being sick and school being hectic, are you at least still able to have fun with your friends, or has the weather kind of been making that impossible? Did you see which duck got released? Dropped? What is it? I heard the airplane, but I don't see a duck. Where's the new duck? Is there a new duck? Is it going to parachute in somewhere? Am I going crazy? But yeah, being unable to play games because your ground is a rough thing. Hopefully they learn from it so they wouldn't get grounded again. So your friends just get grounded over and over and over? Oh, I guess that's where the paratrooper duck was coming from. Well, I can't remember. Do you have an Xbox or just a PC, Dart? That's right. Which one's the floaty duck? There's the floaty duck. We shall see how long it takes for the floaty duck to get permanently stuck. Is it floating? Is its little propeller thing go backwards? Well, maybe. I'll give it a minute, see if it redeems itself. It redeems itself. Heard of any other little games lately that might be interesting? I don't really do shooters. I've played Power World, Planet Crafter, Return to the Moria dwarf building game. I have Baldur's Gate 3. I finished it a while ago, but I haven't tried it again. I go back and forth on finishing Hogwarts Legacy. Not a big fan of Pokemon, unfortunately. It's fun for once in a while if you really just want to collect stuff. But after a while, when you get the Pokemon you want, you just gotta go around grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding to take on the Elite Four, and it kind of ruins it, in my opinion. The half-sword playtest. What's that about? Let's look that up. What is a half-sword playtest? I need a web page with Google on it. Oh, is it a medieval player versus player thing? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Like, I can be goofy on something like Sea of Thieves. I don't know. I'll have to check it out sometime after the stream or in a few days. Not entirely sure when. This is so weird. This is the first time I've only had one person in the Placid Duck Simulator. No! Is it just gonna die now? Or is it floating off the edge of the earth? What's going on here? Alright, I'm switching away. I do like that one duck. Crazy! Here, I'll follow the red one for now, because I've got nothing better to do. I'm not saying to zoom in. I want an overhead view. Thank you. my mouse look like. Like, I had no idea you could see my mouse on my desktop. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Okay. My brain caught up. You were saying the mouse in the sword game is something that you like. Okay. That makes so much more sense. Like, my brain was like, does not compute. Like, I read the super realistic with gore settings, and the reason you said goofy or gaudy. Okay, my brain computes now. I forget how to make them click. Sure how that duck went back up, but okay. Okay, so your hand is your mouse. That's how you move your hands of your character. It sounds like it sounds kind of like the game would probably make your hands wiggle around like a crazy 2D puppet, honestly. Well, it looks like folks are not going to be able to make to the actual stream itself, so, Really? That sounds interesting. Super realistic, huh? Like, I don't know if I'd get it or not. But I would at least look up a YouTube video on gameplay. Or some streamer goofing off. Let's see. Getting of the floor? Or do you mean getting off the floor if you get knocked over or something? I've got that Christmas theme stuck in my head thanks to that one little duck, the nutcracker. My day was pretty good. I'm gonna do a couple of bonus streams tomorrow and Sunday because it's the Twitch drops for Sea of Thieves. So I'm hoping I'll be able to stream for between 6 and 8 hours each day. I helped Wonderland, Wood, and Casey finish out their Sea of Thieves pass just before it ended. Got Casey to Pirate Lord. And yesterday I met a bunch of really cool guys on Sea of Thieves. There's this thing in Sea of Thieves where you can do a hunt for a siren skull. You have to take the quest, dig up a key on one island, a chest on another island, and inside is a stone siren's head. And then you have to hand that into a ghost called Briggsy. And the problem is that whenever you have the chest, the key, or the skull, a little signal's going up into the sky saying something is happening here. People can shoot me or steal it from me because it's pirates. And I started that, found the island with the chest on it, and then I realized that someone else had already gotten the island with the key on it. So I was waiting for a while. It didn't work out, so I took the chest over to them. They almost killed me. Didn't kill me. They were actually really nice. Got 2 new folks in the Discord server thanks to this, and kind of wish I had been recording because it was kind of a cool day. They came out and they were kind of like, well, I guess we won't kill you, because there are some achievements in Sea of Thieves that require you to do stuff on an enemy ship. Like, you can't do it on your own ship, and you can't do it on your friend's ship if you're on your friend's ship. It has to be a crew people... Sorry, a crew group you don't know. So, I got onto this other person's ship, and the achievements I had to get was, 1, I crouch and I tiptoe in a crouched position around their ship for like 20 to 30 minutes because it was marking time that I was walking, not distance or time that I was just crouching. So I do that. And then there's this disguise where you can turn into a barrel with feet sticking out of it, or a chest with feet sticking out of it. I waddled around in that for another 30 minutes. And in between my ability to waddle, anytime the guys got attacked, I was doing my waddling on the inside of their ship, so whenever they got attacked, I would actually repair their ship and bail it out as my thank you for them letting me hang around. And then it came to the hardest part was they introduced this mechanism where you can hang off of the edge of a player's ship and get to where you're not totally identifiable. Like, they can't see someone's name tag, you can't really tell they're there unless you look over the edge and see their fingies sticking out. So it was pretty cool to be able to do that. And then I got all of that completed, which took me a couple of hours, even though I stayed with them for, I want to say, close to 8 hours. I helped them try to kill a bunch of pirates that came after us for no good reason. They just picked a fight with us because they were being jerks. Got to do a couple of really big events with them. It was really cool. And then yesterday, is it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday they dropped a couple of new Megalodon giant sharks. We did not see any of them, but I did see one today, just before I got offline to come do the stream. There's 2 new Megalodons. There's one that is covered in fire and brimstone crystals, and it lets out an explosive fire ring at times. And then there's another one that is a giant blue one that looks like it's got barnacles and corals on it. That one, if it bites you, it sets you, it electrocutes you, and you have to break the armor off before you can actually damage it. Apparently, it took us 5 times the cannonballs it would take to kill a normal Megalodon just to break the armor on the blue one. I had to log off in the middle of it, so I'm disappointed I didn't get to see it. But yeah, it's been a pretty good couple of days. I realize I'm a little bit addicted to Sea of Thieves again. Whoops. But it's not too bad, at least. And now I'm home with some bacon cheddar french fries, a kitten curled up on my feet, and a dog curled up next to my hip. Were you ever able to get the Minecraft mods for the Hell Slime server to work? Or did that forge just refuse to work for you? I'm sorry. There's a certain trick you have to do. It's just I'm not technological enough to be able to do it. I wish I could. I wish I could get it to work for you. I really do. Because that's every time I have to download a forge after I haven't touched it forever, it does that issue to me. Then my friend usually has to save my butt. So you're working on CurseForge Minecraft? Is that what you're talking about? With the app CurseForge? I've been tempted to try to get CurseForge to work with the mods I prefer, but you have to have some level of programming knowledge to understand how to, like, put the mods together and then upload them as a complete package for other people to use, not just you. That's a little too difficult. I'll leave it to the kids that have the time and the patience to do it. I mean, I've always wanted to build my own game, but the only way I'd be able to do that is by the artwork, maybe some help on the designs of certain things, and the story modding. If it would come to making the actual, like, 3D models and the sprites and all that stuff, I'd have to get someone else to help with that, and the programming details, unfortunately. We don't have a little yellow submarine yet, do we? That one's always fun to watch. Any idea what you want to go for in university? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Like, do you have any favorite classes in high school or subjects you like the most? Only in 8th grade? I thought you were in, like, 10th or 11th. My bad. What is 8th grade again? 8th grade would be 13, 14, somewhere around there. That's right. That makes sense. No, dog. You do not get bacon. No, you do not. You can lick your chops all you want. You are not getting any. What to do for the next 30 minutes? What to do, 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 what to do. That depends. Would I rather be in Harry Potter or Star Wars? Do I have a choice of choosing to be a certain species? Or being able to choose if I have magic or not? Or am I just stuck as a normal scrub muggle? Because I wouldn't want to be in either of those if I was a normal muggle. No, it's just waiting to get murdered. That's a hard one. What do you think, dog? Which would I do better in? Well, Star Wars Jedi and Sith are essentially the wizard sorcerers of their realm. But they are the interstellar version, to where they can go to different planets, see different species with different abilities and that sort of thing. If I had to choose, that'd be hard. Because if I choose Harry Potter, and if I chose to be a magical person in Harry Potter, I would still have to follow a lot of the same rules that human society currently has. Difference being, I'd have to do them the wizard way, and on top of that, I would have had to learn a crap ton of spells and memorize said spells, and then choose a career that allows me to work in said spells, the same way that a normal handicraft trade would. On the other hand, people who are force sensitive are basically the wizards, like Harry Potter and whatever. So, I really wouldn't know if I would want to be a Jedi or Sith. I mean, if I was forced to be magical, I'd probably choose the kind of person that starts out as a Jedi, then fakes their death near the end of their training and disappears so that they don't have to live under the Jedi Council. But at the same time, the Star Wars universe has a lot of really dangerous places. Like, I'm not just talking about Tatooine with the desert planet and everything. It's made very clear that in the that's Cold Nose Dog. In the Star Wars universe, there's a lot of slavery that is common depending upon what your species is. There's a lot of indentured servitude, which basically means they paid for you to come out to the worksite after hiring you, and now they're tricking you by saying you must spend 20 years working for us before you're allowed to leave. And that means we're going to work you so hard that you die here so you never get to leave. And a lot of other problems like that throughout the Star Wars universe, from what I understand, both from the movies and the books that were approved to be Star Wars canon. So while there's also not really any evidence of there being anything outside of the Republic and all that other stuff, is there? Well, that's the other thing with Star Wars, is a lot of the Star Wars stuff that's action-based happens where people get killed or injured. So, like Sith, mercenaries, warriors, all that stuff. It's an action-adventure, so of course death is happening. But I guess with the Wizarding world, they actually do try to prevent death to an extent. And if we're going off of Rowling's logic, where Voldemort did his whole spree of killing in the 90s, then that would mean the wizarding population is decreased significantly in Europe, if nowhere else. Wait, what is that speedy thing? I see something speeding around. Oh, it's a mouse clicker. follow the squeaky duck. How about that? So basically, if I'm weighing the pros and the cons of, yes, totally got sidetracked by the thing that actually sounds like a squeaky toy. If I had to go with the pros and the cons, the pros of the Star Wars universe being multiple species, multiple planets to explore, but the downsides are constantly turbulent governments, which are mini branch governments stuck inside one umbrella government. And it's even more flawed than what we have in America, in the world today, because that's basically what it was based off, was turbulent modern stuff. I'd say it's a pretty dangerous place, especially since there are many situations in the Star Wars universe, both in books, comics, and the movies, where people get blamed for something they didn't do, and their punishment is immediate execution or slavery. There's no in between. There's no real court of law kind of thing. So on that basis, I would have to think I'd be in more danger in the Star Wars universe, no matter what I chose, on that principle alone. I mean, if you're going to be a D&D style murder hobo, you better hope you got picked by the Sith, otherwise you'd be a Jedi that'd be excommunicated and your head get cut off. And being a murder hobo is not a fun or good thing to do in real life. It's interesting in certain games, but your life would be miserable. When you're not murder hoboing, you'd be hunted constantly. You'd probably have to be begging or stealing food just to survive, not having a safe place to sleep or live, having nowhere to go and relax and play video games because you're always in the run. Always in the run. So I guess I'd have to choose the Harry Potter universe if I had to choose it between the two of them, because at least it's similar to the monster society that I know today. Very similar to that. It's just got perks that is like high-end technology that I use with a thing that I wiggle around in my hand. And I guess with the Wizarding World, if I wanted to take some time off and disappear or recreate myself, it'd be easier to do that than it would in the Star Wars universe, to do whatever I wanted. Lesser of two evils, I think I'd choose not the Star Wars, the Harry Potter verse would be where I would be a wizard or a witch. I don't remember. I don't know what I would be born as. I do. I watch a lot of anime. I'm always up for a good story, and of course, watching good, interesting anime stories is always amazing and helps keep away depression, anxiety, and all these other things that are going on with the world. Better than live-action dramas, that's for sure. That just makes you more anxious. Oh, there's the airport. Okay. So I was just looking in the wrong direction this time. I am wondering if it has dropped anything for me. Any new ducks? Not really. I guess it was too far away to look up. What's AOT? I have a problem where I've never been good with acronyms. Like, even when I worked partly for the state government, half of our crap was different acronyms, and I could not memorize them to save my life. No, I would stay hell away from Attack on Titan. Just no. No. I would be one of the first people to get eaten, so no. I saw the first season of Attack on Titan, and then it went on its hiatus because it was struggling to release seasons, so yeah, no. I saw enough on Attack on Titan. I would never want to be there. Yeah, definitely One Piece. As for whether I'd want to be on the Grand Line or outside of it, I have yet to have seen an island or a society in One Piece that I would really like to be in. Not yet. I would have to get either really lucky with the devil fruit I find, or I would have to do what Teach did and hunt down for a certain devil fruit. That's about it. 90% of the world gets flattened in one piece? Yeah, I would assume so, considering you've got people that can destroy literal islands going head to head with each other, and that's not counting the government going after everything else. The fact that they call Joy Boy a god, and Luffy has just unleashed Joy Boy as his incarnation? Yeah, no. Oh, Attack on Titan. Well, why would you ask me if I wanted to be in somewhere like horrible like Attack on Titan? Like, seriously. Why? Why? The only reason I was able to watch the first season of Attack on Titan when it came out was because I was an extremely depressed, traumatized child. And I was going through a phase of trying to watch anything and everything to see if anything would make me, like, recoil or feel upset or anything. And, after I got better, I realized Attack on Titan was way too graphic and gory for me, and it turned my stomach inside out, so I stopped watching. Where's the ones that make sound? Oh, obviously the Nutcracker one. And you're back, it's so squeaksy. I did not name the duck. I swear I did not name the duck. Yeah. We would not. Yeah, no. Okay. Alright, so my turn to ask you then. If you had to choose between being stuck isekai'd in an anime or video game or a book manga, which would you choose? Because the challenge is, if you choose a book or a manga, there's a lot of things that you will only have vague descriptions of or pictures of, and you may not, but you'll get more information that gets cut out with stuff like the TV shows and the video games. So it's really how you would get the information would be the biggest challenge. Yeah, because if it's a book or a manga, you have descriptions, but you may or may not know exactly what it is. But on the flip side, you'd have a lot more detail on what people are thinking, the process they get to come to a decision. Whereas if it's something like a video game or an anime, you only get to see the flashy action bits, and you get to see how things will play out frame for frame, like you might in a real life situation, so you can recognize it in that sense. But you would have no insight into their inner dialogue or anything else. So it's really a hard toss, because you either get all the best information and have no idea what the pacing of any of it is, or what might be going on simultaneously. Or if you've watched the anime, you could see that things are going on simultaneously, because they like to keep stuff fast. But you have no idea about the hard questions and the details. That's a smart move. What genre of isekai would you want to end up in? Because it seems like you like a lot of horror or extreme action stuff. That's not a genre, though. Even if you end up in an isekai as a character that's flagged for death, it has been proven in many a book and many a manhwa that you can avoid death by changing your actions and reactions. So, like, I mean, like, would you want to be in a comedy, a harem, like, Rimuru the slime kind of living life and doing good? Psychic horror. You're what, 13, 14, and you would choose a psychic horror genre to be reincarnated into? Jeepers creepers, child. It's fun to watch, but living it is horrifying. There's a reason it's called horror. How would that be fun? Sometimes I wonder if the youth of our generation are just getting the wrong messages. You want your mind to go poof? Don't you get enough of that when homework makes your brain fried? Hello, pretty. My puppy says hello to the Twitch channel. You need more brain destruction, huh? Just go to college. That'll destroy your brain. Or what's left of it. Promise, you'll never want to read a book after you finish college. Ooh, 48 minutes in. I love talking with you, but I hate not being able to actually enjoy playing a game. It's like the whole point of streaming is to enjoy the game. You said you didn't know what you were going to go for in college, but you have your answer right there. You want to be a lawyer. What makes you want to be a lawyer? And if you say Legally Blonde, I'm going to bop you on the nose. Do you like things that breaking people? Well, if you like breaking people's minds, I suppose a lawyer is better than being a psychologist. We've got enough psychologists to focus people. Yes! What are you dropping off over there? Telling me this little space gaming duck just does a normal quack? Really? Not even a techno noise? Really? That's a rip-off, man. There is Squeaky's squack quack. That's a Discord mod duck? And it should make the Discord sound. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Ba-doop, ba-doop. 10 more minutes. 30 ducks! My slate will be cleared, and this time I'll have to try not to curse at all. But on the bright side, I made it more than a month before I had to do the duck punishment. So that's improvement. I can't chase you right now, Pupper. I'm playing. No, I'm not really playing. Got it! I shall take your skinned elephant away from you, dog. You shall not have it. You may claw me, you may bite me, you may pounce on me, Pogo, but you shall not have the elephant skin of Grayskull and greatness. I am so bored with this duck thing. So, to explain, my dog got this really sweet Kong brand stuffed elephant with a squeaker in it. The kind of thing that's supposed to last a fair while. Was in brand new condition for several months. Then the other dog got a hold of it, shredded it, ripped its fluffy guts out, and then to make matters worse, once it was nothing more than a skinned husk, it ripped the elephant's head off. So my sweet dog, who is super duper gentle, every single night, she jumps up on my bed, jumps off on the other side, jumps off of my bed, jumps off on the other side. And every time she does this, she stares me down with either the elephant's head or the elephant's skinned, limp body, trying to get me to chase her, because the other dog taught my dog to become the rabbit that gets chased. But I'm lazy. I don't want to chase a 6-pound dog all over the house like a wild child, when you can get into things and spots and places I can't. So, when I can grab the elephant skin from her, I will wiggle it and bop her nose with it. We'll bop, 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 bop. And then she tries to grab my arm like her hands are sloth legs and tries to grab the toy. And that my little girl is so sweet, so gentle. But she will try very passionately to get the skinned elephant hide out of my hand without hurting me. Which means there's this comical level of her trying to get it, her wanting me to chase her and her curly little butt, and at the same time desperate for me to snuggle her. It's glorious. You don't get to pretend to be uninterested, and the minute I go to pet you, jump for the skin. No, you do not get the skinned elephant when I'm not trying to get it in your mouth. You either get it when I'm holding it, or you don't get it at all. No. Did I make you laugh a little too hard, Extreme Gamer? Now I pretend to throw it and tuck it under my armpit, and she won't be able to find it. For a little while, at least. Until I forget it's there, and then I move. Good! I made someone laugh! Woohoo! Ow! I made the mistake of holding the skinned elephant directly in the air while laying on my side, and my dog's nails just slammed down in my armpit as she tried to get it and failed. That hurt. That genuinely hurt a little bit. I'll grab your beard, dog. I'll grab your fluffy little teddy beard. And then you won't be able to take your skinned elephant. Yeah. She's now staring at me like, where's the opening? Where's the opening? I have shown picture before, but I can't turn on camera because that defeats the purpose of being a VTuber. idea where my phone went. Otherwise, I would try to take a picture. Oh, wait, I do have a picture. From recently, don't I? Yes. Okay, phone. Discord. So, Discord. All things slime, randomness, media. I don't think I put the picture in there. Alright. Okay, so let's see. I downloaded a picture of the pupper to the Discord. I guess uploaded, not downloaded. And I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna edit it because my messy bedroom is in the background and we don't want to see that. No, we do not. Edit, because we just want a puppy face. We just want her face. Just her face. Her sweet little face. Okay. Now I have to remember. Yes, I'll put it on the screen. Again, sorry, it shows my Bessie bedroom. Like, she's a tiny puppy. And I don't want to be mean. Like, some people be mean and put their puppy in, like, a, kennel all day when they're at work. And that's just cruel. I don't do that. It's just mean. So I don't do that. But that's why there's like a puppy pad in the corner. It's because in case she has an accident. She doesn't usually have accidents, just in case. You never know. She might be hot one day. And no, it's not a messy pad. The dog just decided, hey, I'm gonna be a brat and roll on it. And dribble my food and my water on there instead of doing what it's supposed to do. He's a puppy. He's a puppy. Oh right, I forgot I was streaming while I was fixing that. Try to eat the trash? Jeez. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's actually a clean pad. It's just she decided to track stuff through on it. Like, sometimes she'll take the clean puppy pad and she'll try to dig a hole into it to hide one of her toys under it. And it's like, child, that's in case you need to go when I'm not home yet. That does not mean it's not a thing that's used to bury stuff. It's adorable. Silly. Yep, nah. I'll just leave her there. Yeah. Probably be a little smaller. Pretty much, yeah. She doesn't dig in a lot. She's weird. If it's like a potty pad or a blanket or a piece of clothing, something that like not noisy like plastic or paper or cardboard, but if it's something soft and mostly quiet, she will try to dig and bunch it up so that she can shove toys underneath it and hide it. Like, anytime that I am like, I'm gonna be lazy and leave my shirt from the night before on the floor, after a day or two, there will be a toy underneath it. Every single time. Every time. I guarantee you. I don't know why. That's what she does. She could do worse and chew my clothes or pee on them, but she doesn't, so I'm pretty grateful for that. And would you look at that? It's been a full hour of a stream, which means 30 whole ducks have been delivered. Huzzah! Huzzah! Now, I am sorry, Extreme. I'm gonna end the stream here early. Everybody seems busy tonight, and that's okay. I did my duck punishment. My curses are back at 0. I'm actually more tired than I thought I would be. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end the stream there. Tomorrow I have to do the Twitch streaming for drops. So do you play Sea of Thieves, Extreme? I can't remember. Aw, man, if you did, I would say leave up the stream tomorrow and get your rewards, because there's a nice couple of cosmetics. It was lovely talking to you, though. You kept me company, and it made me very happy to have your company, dear. It's been a while, and I hope we get to see you on more, watching more streams again. Have missed ya.